So the definition of compensated time excludes holidays, vacation, personal time, compensatory time, and leaves of absence, okay? So if you're on a holiday and a vacation, somebody can volunteer their time as an employee. And you can't pay them for it, you can't tell them that they're gonna get a bonus if they do it, you can't tell them they're gonna get fired if they don't, okay?
Sorry, Marty.
I was this close. Okay.
So happy to answer any other questions.
Commissioners have any questions?
Covered them.
Yeah. Very good, thank you.
And, you know, anytime if you guys have other additional questions, just give me a ring or shoot me an email or whatever. Probably pass through Jeff.
If an employee's in the field, say they're one of the keys guys, and somebody questions them, a citizen comes up with questions on what their opinion is about the pool, what we should do with it, can he answer on the non-compensated time what his feeling is?
Good question. I think, there's a statute called the Public Employees Political Rights Act. Basically what that says is that the district can't force an employee against his beliefs. In other words, you can't terminate an employee or discipline them because they join a committee or something like that for Republican or Democrat or pro-referendum or anti-referendum. And so that's kind of the level where these statutes operate. Your question is, a tough one because it's just one guy to one guy in the field. It's probably not, something that the state's attorney or the attorney general is going to come after us for if one of the guys in the field, expresses his opinion to another community resident while he's digging a ditch, or, doing some work on a utility or whatever. So I think that's kind of below the radar, but it's a good question. Technically, that's probably something they should avoid and just say, you know what, you need to call so-and-so on the advocacy group, or, I can't answer this as a employee of the district, other than to say that, the referendum needs to pass if we're going to have Harold.
Can they make a
But you can't-
blanket statement to say, look, we have a couple of parks guys that are residents. So can they too say, look, I'm only speaking, or I'll answer that not as in the capacity of the park district, but as a citizen.
I think that's fine. I
Okay.
think that's fine. It's just one of those things where, it's
Right.
low level.
Yeah.
If he's, bringing 20 guys over from the motor department or the vehicle department while he's working and starts lecturing, that's a good
Right.
question. Yeah, but that's a good question. Right on the nose. Okay. Thanks, guys.
Okay, travel, meals, and lodging.
Right, so Paul and I will be attending the National Parks and Recreation Association's annual conference in Baltimore, Maryland, because of Illinois Public Act 99-604 and our own ordinance. All travel, meals, and lodging expenses above $750 has to be approved in a public meeting by vote. So right now, you can see that there's the expenses for 4 nights, 873 meals, 270, air travel, $494. Miscellaneous, that's for parking, cabs, that sort of thing. In the past, when Keith and Mark and I have been, typically we eat together, I put it on the park district card, although Paul, you would get a per diem, so anytime that the park district pays for it, we give you a per diem, that money has to be returned back to us, as well as all receipts and things like that. So we just need the whole board to approve $1,787.98 for Paul and I to attend in our PA conference.
I move to accept the recommendation of the Administration and Finance Committee to approve the travel advance for Commissioner Minks and Executive Director Waite to attend the NRPA conference in Baltimore, Maryland from September 23rd through September 27th, 2019.
Second.
Commissioner White,
Aye.
Commissioner Romero,
Aye.
Commissioner Epperson,
Aye.
Commissioner Mix.
Aye. Okay. Revised drone policy?
Yeah, so back in October of 2016, we put in effect a drone policy, because, you know, drones were becoming a big thing. I'm not sure if they're still a big thing right now, but, you know, we were really concerned about the safety of the public when you have a drone flying over our pool or public space. So we put some fencing around when people can do it and stuff like that. And then Steve and Nicole brought it to our attention that those regulations have changed, so we would have to revise our policy. And there is in your packet a red line version of what the old one and the changes that Nicole had put in there, and then the revised policy. So you want to add
Took a lot of
anything?
time to do this. It's informal. I thought it was very specific and to the point.
Right.
Because I was looking at other districts and from conference that one year, went to that. You guys now,
Great. Yeah, I mean, the law is going to continue to be in flux about how these get regulated. The state wants to preempt us, and the feds want to preempt the states. So it's not clear where everything's going to land in terms of who has control over what. The FAA wants to keep everything under a certain footage, you know, and that's kind of their big rule. Nicole has all the detail on this, I don't, but in reviewing this and talking to her briefly about it, we wanted to make this as flexible as we could and still meet your objectives and you know, just wanted to communicate the possibility that we may have to come back to you again.
Sure.
You know, depending on what the state does, if it does anything in the future.
Yeah, I think it should be noted that, you know, 3 years, almost 3 years since we've had this policy, we've had nothing, so.
Couldn't
yeah.
have seen anything.
Well, and that's, the irony of it is, you know, someone can operate a drone above the park district property and you never know it.
Yeah, right.
For days, months, weeks, and maybe ever, right?
Right.
Until it appears on social media.
Yeah.
Or they, you know, some crime takes place and they have video of it. But yeah, so it's just kind of an odd duck right now in terms of being able to regulate it, but we want to try to stay on top of it.
I move to accept
So
the.
we need a motion. Do we have a motion?
Yeah, right here.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I move to accept the recommendation of Administration and Finance Committee to approve the updated drone policy and include the new policy in the Board of Commissioners General Practice Manual.
Second.
Commissioners have any more comments? Hearing none?
Commissioner Romero,
Aye.
Commissioner Epperson,
Aye.
Commissioner Mix,
Aye.
Commissioner White.
Disposal ordinance.
Right, so from time to time, and more often than not, we find things that are obsolete or broken or try to dispose of. Since they are assets of the park district, we have to go through the process of declaring them, you know,
Surplus.
pardon, surplus, thank you. So I want to, on the back here on the ordinance, you'll see that the old cruiser is on there. It looks like we would put that on there. But most importantly, if you see there's a 2016 New Holland tractor. That is the big tractor that we use, but we have found that it's really based for agricultural use and trying to find tires to replace the ones that are on there now, turf tires. Keith has spent an inordinate amount of time trying to find tires that just can't. So we would like to be able to use the tractor, but can't because we can't use that. So what we're going to want to do is declare this surplus in the sense that we're going to try to first sell it on the open market, see what kind of return that we can get, and if not, then try to put it as part of a trade-in for a new tractor, something that we could actually use, so that we can have two crews working on ball fields at the same time.
So Was it in 2006 or 16? It says 6.
2006, did I say 16?
16,
I'm
yeah.
sorry. My eyes saw 2006, and I'm like, no. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So there's some minor things in there as well.
I move to accept the recommendation of the Administration and Finance Committee to approve the proposal ordinance 0-02-19. Need a second?
Second.
Commissioner, have any comments?
You know how many hours on that? Okay.
Just under 800.
Hearing no more?
Commissioner Epperson?
Aye.
Commissioner Meeks?
Aye.
Commissioner White?
Aye.
Commissioner Randall?
Aye.
Community education proposal.
Right, PCI. Bringing them back. I know that we presented back in March. We tabled it. We brought it back in May, in June. So I'm not sure what more information we can provide you that you may need. But we really do believe that this is the best option for us to help with messaging, and that's something that Steve had mentioned. You know, we have to be very careful about what information that we put in there, very factual information. I did have a conversation with Chuck Balling today, who's trying to see if there's anything that we could be using him for next year. Told him about PCI. He says, yeah, that's a great thing that you guys are doing that. They're going to be really well positioned to help you with anything better, more so that he would be. So I think this is the best thing. Now, we did start out a higher amount. We were doing the town hall meetings ourselves, collecting that information, hopefully being able to disseminate, give that to them so that they can do the messaging. So we were at, 54 before, and now we're down to 28,750. So.
I have a question. Could PCI assist the advisory group at all, or is that,
Not under this contract.
okay,
They
okay,
could have their own contract separate with the advocacy group, but they couldn't do it under this one.
okay,
That would be use of, our contract, our monies to.
that's okay.
Okay. I move to accept the recommendation of the Administration and Finance Committee to approve the revised PCI proposal for community engagement in the amount of $28,750. Need a second?
I'll second.
Commissioners have any comments?
Yes, this revised is what we saw before, nothing changed, right? I read through it, but it looked exactly the same.
Yeah, they took out the listening sessions.
Yes.
So, right, that was the big thing, but everything else, the communication plans, the spokesperson training, social media, or
All stayed.
that all stays.
It looked exactly the same.
Yeah, except for that listening sessions, right, at multiple.
You told us about that.
Yeah.
How many did they have?
Pardon?
How many did they have the proposal listening sessions?
I believe they had 4.
Okay.
Any other commissioner comments? If not,
Commissioner Meeks?
aye.
Commissioner White?
Aye.
Commissioner Randall?
Aye.
Commissioner Epperson?
Aye.
Public comments on non-agenda items.
He's like, nope. It's got nothing.
Commissioner comments. Commissioner White?
I just wanted to say thank you to the staff for all the summer special events, that extra time in the evenings and weekends, and I think everyone had a good time as far as the public, so just wanted to say thanks for that extra time.
Commissioner Mann?
Let's see, where do I start? Kudos to the staff with the back-to-school bash being out there. A lot of positive comments. I don't think I heard one negative. A great opportunity for me to meet some new residents that I haven't talked to before. Actually had some lengthy discussion. Talked to them into throwing some axes, and so it was pretty cool. Great job with the car show to the staff and the concert series in general. And program that was very well received again this year. It seems to be keeps growing. Thanks to the maintenance for all their work and all the summer programs and keeping the parks looking nice, weed-free, all that. For Sue, down in the fitness center, the numbers continue to grow and the new programming and everything else that she's introducing along with the staff, her staff. And it's been phenomenal to me to watch those numbers grow, so that Mansfield is awesome. What a great partnership with the staff, the board, and the residents to get that off the ground and completed. I hope that continues in other parks where we actually had a lot of residents come out, offer their opinions and suggestions. And I think for the most part, most of them were satisfied. I did not make the grand opening, but I got a few emails from the residents that live right there and said how satisfied they were and how committed we were to sticking to what we said in those meetings with them. So kudos to the board for that.
Like we said, they're the ones that are gonna plan on it,
Yep.
they're the best ones to tell us what they want, so.
So they trusted us, and I think that those emails that I received were just to say, thanks. We appreciate it.
Commissioner Pepperson.
I just want to piggyback on both of them. It's been a great summer. I'm kind of bummed to see it like go, but I'm kind of excited for school. All the events, you guys have been busy. We've been busy just attending everything, so thank you. You guys have done a really, really, really fabulous job. I'm looking forward to fall. The trivia night?
Mhm.
Yes, that'll be a lot of fun.
Okay.
That'll be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to seeing what we're gonna be doing.
You guys didn't leave me much to say, but I just want to thank you, Jeff, and the rec staff. I mean, everything you guys did this summer was well attended, I thought, so. You guys did a great job. Our parks are looking fabulous. Kate, Parks Department's doing a great job. And that's all I have to say.
Thank you. It is truly a team effort. Everybody pitches in and does what they need to do, and, just kind of talking about how we can improve the programs and events and things like that. It's wonderful just being able to have a team that, everybody understands what the purpose is.
And you have a great team.
Mansfield's been great so far.
Yeah, we're gonna have to talk about how kids can get onto that really top cage part. How they can climb up the slide and
Oh, yeah,
everything.
I've got
Yeah.
pictures.
Oh, yeah, they're not gonna be able to climb over there.
Yeah, I was gonna say the meetings that we were
Yeah.
told there.
Okay, we get closed session.
We-
Okay. I move to make a motion for the board to go into closed session in accordance with the Open Meeting Act, section 120-2C1, or sections 120/2C21.
Commissioner Bano?
Aye.
Commissioner Pepperson?
Hi.
Commissioner Meeks?
Aye.
Commissioner White?
Aye.
Yes, you accept.